Have you and your friend group ever felt insanely bored with no games to play on Roblox? Well, don't worry, because I've got you covered. Here's the top 10 most underrated Roblox games to play with your friends. For mini games, fighters, and survival games, you'll find new games for whatever you and your friends are interested in. You can find all the game links on my website in the description below, but let's actually get into it. The first game we have on this list is Monkey Raft, an open world game where you and up to 4 other players come together to survive in the large and dangerous seas. You play as monkeys that's only options are to build and upgrade the raft that you're situated on. As you'll discover more of the island surrounding you, you'll encounter monsters, gather items, and many kinds of materials. You can use it to craft weapons, tools, and get stronger and bigger rafts. With each new game going vastly different than the last, you'll always have a fun time playing this game with your friends. Second on this list is Ragdoll Universe. It's a fast and chaotic movement-based shooter where you get launched into open maps with a bunch of other players and have one goal: to win. Pick from tons of maps, game modes, and weapons as you fly around with low gravity and pull off the wildest shots imaginable. Make sure you don't get hit by any bombs or cannons, and you'll have a good chance at achieving victory. So if you and your friends love pure chaos, this is the one. Next on this list is Roblox Where, RBLX Where, I don't really know how I'm supposed to say it. This underrated game is an adaptation of the classic Nintendo game WarioWare, where you're able to play with your friends on Roblox. This is a mini game competition game where you're constantly trying to make sure you pass every round as you compete with those that you're playing with to win. So if you and your friend group are looking for quick and intense matches filled with tons of wacky mini games, you'll definitely have fun in this game. Number 4 is High Rise Rush. High Rise Rush is an obby and platforming game where you race against the people you're playing with. Every building layout is different. You're always searching for the fastest route while your friends are scrambling behind you. The creative movement options like vaulting, sliding, wall running, ziplining, and more make the entire race feel fluid and skill-based. You're constantly taking risky shortcuts and trying to stay one step ahead. It keeps every single run intense and insanely fun. Now, number 5, we have Dingus. One of my personal favorites on the list here is Dingus, a game where you're required to act like you're one of the many NPCs in the game. It's basically a game where you just act like a bot. As you complete tasks and have to hide under the hunter's radar, you'll have to learn the walking patterns and other actions that actual NPCs do so you can manage to blend in. And if you aren't somehow too obvious and you get all your tasks done, you'll win. Join up with a friend group, and even if you're a hunter or player, you'll be dying with laughter calling out who's real and who isn't. I've genuinely had so much fun on this game. Next up, we have Party Chaos, a game where you and everyone else in either public or private lobbies are situated to have to place items one by one and build your own obbies together. And after each round of placing one item, you must race to see who can finish the obby that you all created first. Over time, the player who wins the most rounds takes the crown. That kind of rhymed. Turning every build into a mix of strategy, trolling, and pure chaos. And number 7, we have Super Bomb Survival, which is a really fun, fast, and chaotic survival game. This underrated game places you in an arena with a bunch of bombs falling from the sky. And as you jump around and dodge missiles and bombs, you need to make sure you don't take damage or die. Each round of this game starts off simple, but it slowly gets more and more intense. Once the bombs do enough damage to the arena, it exposes lava on the lowest layer, which continues to increase the difficulty of winning. And when you're in a lobby with your friends, the panic, the screams, the last second saves makes every single round feel 10 times more hilarious. Number 8, we have Armless Detective. In this Roblox game, you and your friends are detectives, but you don't have any arms. You have to rely on a special hat with different tools to help you complete your objective, solve the crime. You'll sift through suspects, collect clues, and figure out who's guilty and who's not. And if you pick wrong, you'll lose and get fired. And when you're all trying to solve the case together with no arms and a couple of flimsy tools, it becomes one of the most interesting group experiences you'll play. Number 9 is Five Nights at Freddy's Doom. Five Nights at Freddy's Doom is a horror survival Roblox game where you in a lobby full of players must try to survive nights against creepy animatronics and unpredictable scares. The atmosphere gets intense with dark corridors, sudden jump scares, and animatronics stalking you. Every moment in this game feels insanely tense and stressful. The main goal is simple though. You avoid getting caught and jump scared, and you use any tools or hiding spots you can to survive the night. And when you play with your friends, you can split up or stick together. Either way, the fear multiplies. Hearing your friends scream while you guys get chased makes survival so much more funny or terrifying. Either way, last on this list, we have Super Golf. It's an underrated competitive golf game where you and your friends race to sink each shot in the fewest strokes possible. Every map has wild layouts, moving obstacles, ramps, hazards, and shortcuts that keep the gameplay fresh and chaotic. The physics are super satisfying or just completely rage bait you. And even simple hits can turn into crazy trick shots or complete disasters depending on how hard you swing. When you're playing with friends, every hole turns into a mix of trolling, yelling, and clutch shots that make the whole match way more fun than regular golf ever should be. Now, if you're able to find a game, you and your friend group have to subscribe. But until then, peace.